we are chatting about CNN. So they've pulled the plug. Some people online are saying that they've pulled the rug on their NFT project Vault. So in a statement released on Monday, the Vault team said that the project was originally launched as a 6-week experiment, but expanded into something bigger. No reason was given as to why CNN is closing down the initiative. And the issue some people have is that Vault promised future drops, perks, and community, and they won't be delivering on that. So CNN staffer on Discord said that they're currently working out the details to distribute either flow tokens or stablecoins to collectors' wallets that would amount to roughly 20% of the original mint price of each NFT minted. Zach, I'm going to toss this one up to you. What do you think's going on with Vault?
I don't know. Bummer to those people who were sold a bill of goods. That sucks. So much for the impermanence of these things, I guess. Well, I don't know. They have their things that will live on, but I don't know. These are sort of the Web3 like interlopers that you see during bull market mania, right? They come in, they say, "Oh, we want to do that too," and then it doesn't really make sense, or the demand goes away, or people's interest in the mainstream withers as to whether these technologies can be used at scale, and then they just they go away, and that's fine. They experimented with it. Everyone's welcome to experiment, and hopefully, as long as feelings aren't hurt and people are made whole who are expecting things in the future, that should be fine. But to me, this is, hey, the people come, the bull markets happen, big brands, they experiment, they parachute in, and sometimes they don't have the conviction or the interest or see the demand to stick around and make it worth their while in these colder cycles. So that to me is sort of the big story. Yeah, curious to see what happens here, and I'll toss it to Will. He got his hand up there first.
Yeah, I got 3 things I want to bring up. One is that they are talking about giving a little bit of money back. I think you can still own your NFT, but they're saying they're going to give about 20% of the mint value of the NFT back to people who purchased it. They're still working out the details, but most likely be in USDC. So there is like a little bit of refund thing here that I think is notable. Of course, it's not the entire price of the mint, but you still have your NFT, so you get a little bit of money back. 2, it's funny to see CNN pull the rug here. A lot of times in crypto, we get down on startups and early founders who are trying to figure these things out. But even a big corporation like CNN seemingly can't figure it out, right? These are really tough things to work on. And the last thing I want to talk about is the person within CNN who launched this project, I guess possibly walked away, or maybe CNN walked away from it. What does that mean to be building Web3 products within a traditional corporation? It's probably really hard to get go ahead on these things in the first place, but a lot of brands did it during the bull market. We saw Pepsi do it. We saw Bush and Anheuser do it with their beer stuff. We saw a bunch of other different corporations launch Web3 or NFT projects, and they've all kind of disappeared into the ether. I wonder what's going to happen to those people who are working on it. Maybe it panned out for them. This case doesn't seem like it did. David, up to you.
Yeah, so I just wanted to throw in a little bit of sort of TradFi business context here, which is that CNN, of course, was part of the package of stuff that got bundled into a merger between Discovery and Warner Brothers that happened early this year. And you might remember that CNN also had plans to roll out a streaming service called CNN Plus that was closed down literally the week after it opened because the Discovery team decided they didn't want to do it, and they're basically the people in control of this merger. So there's also just this sense that CNN is paring back a little bit more broadly. The second thing that I want to say is I don't entirely understand the logistics here. I guess the Vault was their NFT platform, not just the NFTs that they were selling. And that's I think a really crucial thing to pay attention to here, which is that there are a ton of ways for organizations to sell NFTs without building their own platform, and it's not necessarily the hugest lift in the world. So I think that if you're in the Web3 space, the thing to take away here is that you have a lot to gain from selling white label services to companies like CNN that want to go in. And, you know, Time also was involved in NFTs and apparently made a lot of money during the bull market. And of course, the cycles are super high, the lows are super low, but this stuff does stick around. And if you're more on the CNN side trying to build something, you have to know you have to stick around, right? You have to keep this platform going. I can't imagine the maintenance costs were super high, but if you're trying to then become the person who's selling a service, not just the person who's selling the NFTs, you can't shut it down just because the market went the wrong way. So, if you're trying to do picks and shovels, they have to be on sale year round, not just in spring. Jen, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think there's also a lesson here for people who are NFT buyers, who are investing in NFTs. If you're buying an NFT, just make sure you like the actual artwork or the JPEG or the video or whatever it is, because this project might not deliver on the milestones. They're just figuring it out. And maybe think to yourself, if the NFT I'm investing in doesn't do 50% of the things that they say they're going to do, am I going to be okay? And then I think that you'll be okay. So think about that.
Buy low, sell high. Am I right, Jen?
There you go. That's it. Buy low, sell high. Think about it. Don't invest what you can't afford to lose. There we go.
All those things.
Some good stuff there.